Horsepower Horsemanship, I started it about 3 years ago. My basic philosophy is I want to do what's right for the horse, and if that takes 4 months to be able to saddle and ride a horse, then that's how long it takes. If it takes 4 days, then that's how long it takes. I want to be able to train my horses with little to no anxiety as possible. So what I did was I created a working student program where people will come in and do a feeding shift and or a cleaning shift. Right now we do both, we feed and clean. Right now we have 7 horses, so it doesn't take very long. And I grew up with my aunt, who was a horse trainer and an instructor. I was very lucky to have that in my life. I wouldn't be able to afford lessons if it weren't for her. So I wanted to kind of give that back to the people around me. I have the horses, I just need help, and I have the knowledge, and I've been teaching since I was 15. So if I can kind of barter, and that's what I decided to do. So I had people come in, take some feeding shifts, take some cleaning shifts, and then I would teach them, or let them do what we call a free ride. It's basically a lease ride.
Born and raised in Kansas. I actually grew up in Topeka, so just about an hour from here. And just like Tanya, I've been kind of on the back of a horse since before I could walk. I started riding kind of on my own when, I don't know, somewhere 3, 4-ish. There's pictures of me like going trail riding, crossing like water that's belly deep whenever I couldn't even reach the stirrups in the saddle I was in. I grew up primarily just trail riding with my grandma. She's the one who got me into horses, and she's the one who humored me with all of my wild hares as I got older. So I mainly trail rode up until I got into college. I did a little bit of barrel racing, a little bit of other speed events just because I thought it would be fun and I had the horses to do it, so why not? And then once I got up to K-State for undergrad, I joined their IHSA show team. So I showed horsemanship and a little bit of showmanship and a little bit of reining there. And then that I kind of thought maybe I would like to learn a little bit more about what I didn't know. So I kind of bounced from there to a few different trainers, and I worked under a few different people. Got a lot more reining background, a lot more kind of cow horse type background and stuff like that, and kind of really refined what I'd kind of known from the start, but hadn't really known how to put all together for the longest time. And then I met Tanya a couple years ago, and her philosophy with horse training and everything just kind of meshed exactly with mine. And I'm pretty sure the exact words were at the end of whenever I met you was, "Did we just become best friends?"
Yeah.
And so since then, I've been helping Tanya with all of the horses out here, teaching lessons, stuff like that, and just really kind of getting to play around with a lot of different stuff. So Gigi's a reining mare, so she's kind of my personal favorite because I've kind of gotten really into reining and cow work and ranch riding and stuff like that, and she's a phenomenal one for it.
So this is Jasper. I got him as an unbroke, ungelded 4-year-old. If you see his before pictures, you wouldn't believe that this is the same pony. He's sleeping right now. I wanted him to be a little hunter pony. I wanted him to go around and do jumping and all that. He didn't really like me being in his mouth. In English, you want to have a contact with the reins. And he didn't like that. He was like, teach me how to do it and then leave me alone and let me do my job. So he is now a Western pony, and he got to experience cows for the first time a couple months ago. Yeah. He wasn't too sure about it, but we're gonna work on it some more, and I think he'll really enjoy it. So if you want to get in touch with us, the Facebook page, Horsepower Horsemanship. We also have a TikTok, Horsepower Horsemanship. The easiest way to get a hold of us is on the Facebook page. If we don't answer you after like a week, try again, or find Alyssa or Tanya, who's attached to the page, and message us directly. Sometimes Facebook Messenger, especially on the business pages, is like, they don't need to see that message. And we were like, yeah, we wanted to see that message.
I kind of didn't want to ignore them for like 10 days.
Yeah, so definitely if we don't reach out and like within a week, definitely message us again or find one of our personal pages to message.